All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over, man. Got this video here from Hype Plus. Says DL Hughley checks Andrew Schulz for admitting he regrets voting for Trump. Enjoy. That's what the title says here. Now look, I mean, it's all over the internet right now. A lot of people are backtracking. A lot of people feel bad for what's been going on. A lot of people want this Epstein list revealed. They want the names. You know, you got the hashtag protect the kids going on. And a lot of people are saying that if y'all couldn't see this coming, then shame on you. I already said, y'all, if y'all new to this channel, y'all don't know me, I always say it's a lot of corruption on both sides. It's a dirty, dirty game, and it is spooky hours right now, man. I don't trust none of them. I do not think they have our best interests at heart. They just try to will us in with stuff, and once they get you, they got you. And once they got you, you're gone. All right? And I think a lot of people are starting to see the effect. So here we are. All right, we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Reporting live from Hyper's Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony. Last week, Andrew Schulz would go viral for admitting he may be feeling some regret over voting for Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential election.
He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah. Schulz would make this confession on his Flagrant 2 podcast, saying, everything he campaigned on, I believe that he wanted to do. And now he's doing the exact opposite of every single campaign promise.
Hey.
I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for. I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back. And now he's even flip-flopped on that. Schulz's words would be picked up by several outlets, and it didn't take long for word to spread and others to react. DL Hughley, who's always been extremely vocal when it comes to political issues, would reshare the now viral clip of Schulz expressing his regrets. And Hughley's caption for the video would say, "You believed a man who's never told the truth a day in his life?"
Hey.
Now, because Schulz follows Hughley on Instagram, he would see and respond to that post in Hughley's comments, writing, "Show me a politician besides Bernie Sanders, who I voted for, that tells the truth." Hughley never afraid to back down from conflict.
He says, show me a politician. Look, at the end of the day, my question is, what's going to happen with these files? I hate political things because I think it's all dirty and corrupted. I just, like I said, it seems like a lot of people are backtracking and saying exactly what Schulz is saying because they thought it would be different. They thought this, they thought that, and they're not seeing what they thought it was going to be. And these are the results. But I'm still waiting for this list. I still want these names to come out of the people, but like I said, they might just give us something to shut us up.
Would offer a response of his own directly to Schulz in the same comments. He would write, "Every single thing he is doing now, you were forewarned he would do. Every single thing. Now you say you didn't vote for this? Sit back and enjoy the show."
Boy.
Schulz's regret comes just 10 months after interviewing the then candidate on his podcast Flagrant 2, a move which many considered controversial, and as a result, it sparked backlash. Now, the comedian isn't the only one who feels this way, as both Candace Owens and Elon Musk have both publicly stated that Trump isn't fulfilling the promises he made during his campaign.
Now, to hear her, of course, you got Elon. He's been going back and forth. But to have Candace Owens say it, that's huge. That is huge. I say there's a lot of big time, big name supporters that have been speaking out. And again, I don't know what side you guys are choosing, whoever's in, my audience that watch, but like I said before, it is spooky hours right now because I don't every day you don't know what news is going to break. I just don't want any distractions from getting to what everybody is waiting for. And it seems like every now and then they may throw a little distraction in there. Stay focused. Stay focused.
Hughley wouldn't just stop at scolding Schulz. He would make an additional video on Instagram taking aim at anyone who voted for Trump and ignored Project 2025 and other campaign promises.
Every day, without fail, invariably somebody would get on that podcast or that platform and utter these words: I didn't vote for this. The interesting thing is that every single thing Trump is doing, you were warned he would do. Every single thing, every check mark in Project 2025 is being ticked off. You can say you didn't believe it.
Damn.
You can say you didn't think it was real. You can't say you didn't know. You can't say you weren't aware, because you were. And you choose to believe that a dude who would declare bankruptcy multiple times would actually be good for the economy. That a dude who'd been convicted of lying and various other things would actually tell the truth. You thought that he would be different. That what did it say? The best indicator of what somebody will do is what they have done. And everything that Trump is doing right now, you were warned he would do by people who knew he would do it. And now you sit here and you say, well, I didn't vote for this. You did. This is exactly the country you wanted. It is on fire. Don't wring your hands now. Warm them in front of the fire you helped create.
Sheesh.
He would write as a caption, "There is no moment of clarity for anyone that supported, voted for, or helped Trump win that election. He never once hid his agenda. In fact, they published that MF in a hardbound book by the name of Project 2025. Miss me with the fake shock that this MF surprised you by switching up. As if he's ever been known to be a truthful guy." Of course, many of Hughley's followers were supportive, agreeing with him while showing confusion over how so many people missed the signs that seemed to have been there from the start. In addition, Hughley would also share several Instagram stories from fellow comedian W. Kamau Bell, who also had a few things to say on Schulz's comment. Bell would end up writing, "Bring back literacy tests for white male podcasters."
Damn.
In another picture, Schulz was being praised as America's foremost political journalist. In Bell's post, he couldn't help but laugh at how things have changed in such a short period of time writing. This was like 2 weeks ago. What happened? While it's clear the country is still affected by choices of the current administration, according to USA Today, the U.S. State Department will lay off more than 1,300 employees, which would mark another devastating blow to the working class. So, what do you guys think about D.L. Hughley checking Andrew Schulz after Schulz admitting he regrets voting for Trump? Let us know in the comments below. And stay up to...
Again, they're saying this is what you voted for. I mean, it's. I think what happened is a lot of people may have thought things weren't going to affect them directly, But again, I'm not even talking about that. I'm more so talking about the whole Epstein thing and just the fallout from that and the fallout from all the big name podcasters and people who are basically disappointed in how everything has been handled. But like people like D.L. Hughley has been speaking out for years. It's crazy too because, they're both comedians. So a lot of times you look at a comedian and you don't really take them serious. You're waiting for the joke. But like when it comes to like topics like this, I know D.L. Hughley has been extremely serious. Andrew Schulz, he kind of plays around a lot. Even in serious moments, he plays around a lot, which is expected. But right now, with everything going on, and you have all these people speaking out, it's just like, I mean, He said, warm your hands in the fire you created. Boy, hey. Someone said, my question is, why are people listening to Andrew Schulz and Joe Rogan for their political advice and information? I don't know, man. It's just getting. I know Cat Williams had mentioned DL Hughley name as one of the ones that he's cool with. He won't tolerate no slander of DL Hughley. People gonna vote for who they want to vote for. We already know that. We know there's division. You know, we know that. But there can be division. But at the same time, if it's some things that cannot be denied as far as being wrong, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are on the other side of it, and it makes them look extremely inhumane. Because my whole thing is like, when a lot of these news channels be putting out videos, and boy, you go to the comment section, man, it is just complete chaos. Like I said, in some people's eyes, some people can do no wrong. No matter what they do, they will never hold them accountable. They'll always try to compare it to something else. Appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Peace out.